Hi guys, my name is Summer, and for today's video I'm going to be sharing a list of a few things that I wish I knew before junior year. Okay, so the first thing that I wish I knew before junior year is kind of how fast-paced it was. For me personally, I just kind of felt like as soon as junior year started, all of my teachers kind of laid out the expectations for the year, and then all of a sudden everything just kind of came rushing at me at once. I also had to look more into like college exploration and, getting more opportunities, internships, and programs that I really want to be a part of. And I just think that junior year is really just the beginning of like the college exploration process, and it's really just like the start of what's gonna happen for you after high school. I don't know, I feel like junior year is also kind of like the decision year. Like it's kind of the year where you really have to decide, do you really want to go to college or do you not really want to go to college? And then like if you do want to go to college, then what exactly do you want to major in and stuff like that. Like I feel like that junior year is the year where you should be growing closer to exactly what it is that you're going to do in college, or just overall what it is that you're going to do after high school. Everybody has their own personal experience with things, but for me personally, and I also talked to some of my friends and everything, and they said the same thing. They felt that junior year was very fast paced, and I think it was just the fact that so many other things were also added on to the fact that we had to constantly think about homework and constantly think about tests and all that other stuff. And I think it just adds on to that main element that we're just so used to. Like we're just so used to thinking about homework and tests and studying and all that other stuff. But when all these other elements come in, and like all these other elements that are about our future come in, it kind of adds some weight. But just make sure that you look out for the pace of junior year, because it definitely is a thing. The next few things on my list, this is kind of like number 2 to 4. But if your school talks about the Common App essay and starting to think about what you want to write for your Common App essay, or if your school talks about scholarships, or if your school talks about, picking a college and stuff like that, definitely think about it. Do not disregard it at all whatsoever. You may think that in that time you have a lot of time to think about that stuff, but in all honesty, once you hit senior year, it all really rushes at you, and everyone's kind of just like, okay, make your decision here. And you're kind of just looking at the papers and the list of colleges and everything, and you're kind of just like, whoa, slow down. For me personally, going into senior year, I already knew that I wanted to go to college, but I didn't exactly know what college I wanted to go to. And I can definitely say that if I did know, if I just had maybe like a short list of maybe even 4 schools or just 3 schools, I think I would have started out a little bit better. But, you live and you learn. And yeah, I would definitely say if your school talks to you about any of that stuff during your junior year, please do not disregard it. Definitely take that into consideration. And if you need to do your own research, definitely, actually not if, do your own research at all times. If there was anything that I procrastinated over the most my senior year, it was definitely my Common App essay. Being a junior and already having to deal with the college talk and college decisions and everything about college and college majors and all that everything, just completely disregarded it, and definitely really do regret it. I ended up in my happy place for sure because I love my school right now, but I think that I definitely would have had maybe a smoother process my senior year and a little bit less stressful my senior year if I had done that my junior year. So yeah, definitely start to create a short college list. It doesn't have to be super long, and most of you guys have dream schools, and that is absolutely perfect. Definitely put your dream school top number 1. Look at all the requirements, make that your top priorities when it comes to college research and college exploration and all that other stuff. Definitely do all of that. But in addition to your dream school, definitely look into other schools that have similar programs, or look into other schools that have, you know, maybe something else that you're also looking for. Maybe it has a different, you know, city location. Maybe it has, you know, a different amount of students at the school. Whatever it is that you're really into when it comes to choosing a college, look at other schools that also have those things too, that your dream school also has. So if you're looking for different outlets to money to help you to pay for college, then scholarships is something that you should definitely look into your junior year. Personally, for me, I don't know why I thought this, but I always assumed that no one would give me scholarships if I was not a senior in high school. I don't know where that idea came from, but that's originally what I really did think. And that's not true at all whatsoever. There are a lot of companies, organizations, and so many different outlets out there that are more than willing to give students in high school scholarship money for when they want to go to college. Overall, junior year can be a little bit stressful, but what school year can't? And you know, I know that you guys are going to make it through any year that you are currently in. You're gonna make it. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fine. You're gonna be successful. So other than that, thank you for watching this video, and make sure that you guys follow us for more.